In this session, we are going to learn about performance marketing in detail. So performance marketing is a kind of digital marketing where we only pay for the measurable results. These results can be different from business to business. For example, it can be a sign up for a subscription, it can be a form fill up or an app install, or simply a sales for an e-com business. So that depends from business to business that what is the real conversion for your business. But ultimately in performance marketing, our aim is to ensure that every rupee that we spend on our advertising must show a measurable return. That is our purpose. Unlike in traditional marketing, where our job may be only limited to the visibility of the ad or just for the branding purposes, means how many impressions we have received or how many views we have got for the videos. In performance marketing, we work for the conversions. That what is the real value that a business has got after running advertisement for a period of time. Now, as I said, there can be different conversions depending on the nature of the business. For example, a fitness studio in Delhi may want to have maximum subscriptions for their monthly yoga training. Or for example, a application like Big Basket, they may want to have maximum BAM installation. So that is the conversion for that business, right? Similarly, an e-com business might want to see maximum purchases, the real purchases where the revenue is coming. That they call it as a conversion. So suppose you have a client who have a yoga studio in Delhi, right? And its goal is to generate as many leads as possible. Now let us assume their budget is rupees 10,000 that they want to spend on the advertising, and their conversion action is to have the maximum form fill-ups for their business. Let us understand this from the point of view of two types of marketing, that is traditional advertising and performance marketing one. So in traditional advertising, as I told you, it is majorly based on awareness purposes, branding purposes. The job is to get maximum clicks or the impressions. So the advertiser is working for the purpose of giving the maximum visibility of the ad, regardless of what was the conversion action or the conversion goal of the business. While in performance marketing, the job is to get maximum conversions. Now, let's say if the advertiser wants to show the ad to maximum people in Delhi or to have the maximum click on the ads, in that case, they may want to go for traditional advertising, right? Now, since they have selected the traditional advertising and their job is to get maximum visibility or the clicks, what kind of bidding they would be selecting for this kind of advertising? It could be something like manual CPC or max clicks, or for example CPM, that is cost per thousand impressions, because they only want to show their ad to maximum people or to have maximum clicks. They have not connected their advertising with their ultimate goal or the conversion. While in the other hand, if I talk about performance marketing, the goal is to get the maximum leads who want to buy the yoga online training classes. For this purpose, they have to choose certain biddings where they are able to measure the returns. Here, manual CPC or CPM would not be the best fit because they want to measure the performance of the advertising in terms of the conversions. And not just that, they also want to optimize it further for the future improvements in the advertising. So for that purpose, they would be running performance marketing campaign, and the biddings that they would select would be something like cost per acquisition, where they want to know that what is the cost of acquiring per lead. We can also call it as CPL, that is cost per leads, depending on the business nature. We might be working on ROAS, that is return on ad spend, means they want to know that how much return they have received in comparison to the expense they have done on the advertising. Means suppose the budget was 10,000, so what is the return they have received from that advertising? That is ROAS. That will help them to know that how much effectively they were able to run their business, and are they able to achieve their goal of conversions that they have set for their business. Mass conversions also fall into this particular category. So how the metrics will be visible? In this particular traditional advertising, they might be seeing that they have received 20,000 impressions on a budget of 10,000. They also might want to see, let's say, 1,000 clicks would have been received. Now, in this situation, they can see the impressions or the clicks, but they can't exactly get the ROI. They are not sure how much return they have got on the investment over here. So this ROI is hard to measure, right? While in the other scenario, they might be seeing something like in a cost of 10,000, they got 50 leads. And that's why the cost per lead, that is CPL, becomes 200, right? So that means if we are running a performance marketing campaign, we are able to measure the ROIs as well. I mean, how many leads we have received or form fill-ups or how much sales we have received. So these are the things that we get to know from performance marketing. Now, in such kind of scenarios in performance marketing, what kind of campaign that we can run? We can run general campaigns such as search campaign, lead-based campaign, or a sales campaign. And the biddings that we have to select, we have also discussed that it could be CPA, it could be ROS or max conversions. And our goal is to reduce the cost per acquisition or enhancing our return on ad spend. Now let us see practically how it works in calculation. So here I have taken the same example of yoga studio who have a budget of 10,000, who want to have maximum subscriptions. I mean the form fill-ups for their online yoga classes, which they are selling for rupees 2,500 monthly subscription basis. So let us understand. Suppose the budget is 10,000 as I told you. I'm assuming the cost per click CPC, an average CPC of the same campaign is rupees 10. Okay. Now how many number of clicks they might have received? So we can say 10,000 divided by 10. So the number of clicks they have received are 1,000. Now, not everybody fills out the form who clicks on your ad, right? So we are assuming just 5% as our form fill up rate as compared to the clicks, right? So we are assuming this is 5%. So number of leads, number of form fill ups that we have received is, we can simply multiply this 1,000 with this 5%. That becomes 50. So that means in a budget of 10,000, we have received 50 number of leads. What is our CPL now? Means cost per lead. So how much cost we have to pay to acquire one lead? We can simply divide 10,000 with this 50 and we'll be getting the number as 200. That is our cost per lead. So now we know that to acquire 50 leads, we have to spend 10,000 and that is why per lead cost is 200. Let us further take this to the next step. Not everybody who fills out the form actually joins or buy the subscription. So let us assume that the number of paying customer for this business are 20% only, right? So that means if I simply multiply this 50 with this 20%, the number of paying customers become 10. That means what is our cost per acquisition? Means to acquire 10 real customers, what is the cost we have paid? So we can divide this 10,000 divided by this 10 and then we get to know that our CPA comes out to be 1,000. Means to acquire each paying customer, we have to spend 1,000 rupees. Now, also this is our actual CPA. We will call it as actual CPA, right? In the same way, we will also first calculate our actual return on ad spend as well. Now we are assuming this subscription rate 2,500 and this is per month. So we are only calculating the ROS for the first month only. Subscription rate is 2,500. So how much revenue they might have generated? Since the number of paying customer were 10 and each person is paying 2,500 for the first month. So the revenue comes out to be rupees 25,000. Now what was the ad spend? Remember, it is 10,000. I have just mentioned the same over here. Now we can easily calculate our return on ad spend. So how much times we have got our revenue as compared to our ad spend? That is 2.5x. That means for every 1 rupee spend, we are getting 2.5 rupees as a return. So our return on ad spend becomes 2.5x. These are the real data that we received if we are working on a performance marketing type of campaign. Now, as I told you, our job is not just over by getting these metrics. We work for the improvement of our ad as well. So here, all these platforms, let's say if I talk about Google Ads right now, they have a feature where we can set our target CPA. Means this is our actual CPA, right? Now, suppose if our target CPA we want to obviously reduce this CPA. Budget is same. So budget is still 10,000. We are just trying to reduce the CPA only. So let us assume if I want that each customer uh, should get acquired only in rupees 833. Let us try to reduce this from 1000 to 833. So what Google will does, Google will try to optimize a campaign in such a way it will show your ads to such people who have chances of converting more. Means Google not just have the data of the advertisers, guys, it also has the data of the buyers. I mean, people like us who use Google for multiple purposes. So it knows our buying habits, it knows our interest, what kind of people usually convert more as per their buying habits, the previous buying behaviors. They used to choose from the data that we have given to Google. Let's say we are running an ad, and let's say after running an ad for a month, we got to receive 20 to 25 conversions, right? After that, Google knows what are the kind of customers that can be converted faster for your kind of business. So after receiving the data of 2025 conversions, Google knows that what is their nature. It will try to show your ad in future to the similar kind of audience more. That is why this target CPA that we want to set will be helpful to us to reduce our cost. That means Google will try to show our ad to more such relevant people, and that is why in the same budget we would be getting more conversions. So assuming the same target CPA, what could be the next level of conversion that we can receive? So if I simply divide 10,000 divided by, let's say, 833, comes out to be around 12. So in the same budget, next Google will try to give us 12 leads instead of 12 paying customers instead of 10. That is how target CPA works. In the same way, we also have target ROAS, where we try to increase the return on ad spend. So right now we are having 2.5. Let's say we want to optimize it to 3.5, means for every 1 rupee spend, we want to receive 3.5 rupees as a return. In that case, we will be using the target ROAS bidding strategy. Obviously, this also works after receiving some data. Means from the day one, we can't run ad on target ROS. We have to first maybe go with max conversion so that Google ads should also receive some data. And after some time, we would be working for target ROS once the system has a bit of conversion data, right? So let's say if we assume that our target ROS is 3.5, so Google will try to enhance our return on the same spend by using the target that we have given to them. So in the same budget, Google will try to give us the revenue of 35,000. That means again, it will try to show our ad through the people who have chances of getting converted more, who have that tendency of getting converted faster, or more number of people. So that is how basically this performance marketing works. Back to our slide, there are a few key steps that we need to remember. What exactly we need? We need to have a measurable goal to run performance marketing campaign, first of all. Second, we must have a conversion setup in the system. For example, a form fill up or a purchase or app sign, whatever the conversion action is suitable for the business. Third, we must work on the performance oriented biddings, conversion focused bidding, that is max conversion in the starting phase, and then after receiving some data for a few days, or let's say after receiving 15 to 20 conversions, we can move to CPA or ROAS depending on the nature of the business. So if the business is accepting payment on the site, they may go for the ROAS, or they can calculate ROAS offline as well. Otherwise, they can go with CPA, that is cost per acquisition. Finally, we have to optimize our campaigns further by using target ROS or target CPA with the reports and analysis, right? So that is how we run performance marketing campaign. One more important thing. Performance marketing is not another marketing tool like Google Ad or Meta Ad, but it is basically a collection of multiple marketing approaches where you may be using multiple marketing tools. So Google Ads, Meta Ads are part of it, but not the whole of it. What I mean to say is it basically includes direct response ad such as Google Ad, Meta Ad, LinkedIn ads,
those ads where conversion is the most important thing. I mean, conversion tracking is a must in all these types of ads because we are working for the result oriented campaigns. But it also includes affiliate marketing as well. You might have seen some people earning from affiliate marketing where they are sponsoring a product which people can buy on different sites. Let me show you this. So, for example, if I'm looking for, let's say, best cream for sensitive skin, okay, and I'm looking for some results. So, I, let's say, found this site, I clicked on it and I reaches over here. Now, this site is promoting certain products which may be available on different sites. So let's say if being a visitor, I click on this product, what will happen? I'll reach to a site that is Amazon and this product is appearing over here. Now, after clicking this, if I buy this product now, this site will get a cut. I mean, they will get a committed commission only when I actually buy this product. I mean, conversion action can be different. It may be just add to cart or buy now, depending on their conversion action. But that is how it works, the affiliate marketing, where this website is earning only when somebody buys the product and then they get their commission, right? So that is another kind of performance marketing itself, right? There are influencer performance marketing as well. You might have seen some popular people promoting a product through their reels or shorts in Instagram. So that is also influencer performance marketing only, where they are earning by promoting a product, sponsoring a product, and they get a commission if somebody buys them or whatever they might have decided. It also includes e-com ads. You might have seen so many ads on Amazon where the sponsored word is mentioned. So in that also, Amazon tries to optimize the ads of businesses for the conversions actually, right? Their ads are optimized for the conversion, not just for the clicks. They might be paying for the clicks, but the ad is optimized for the conversions. I mean, Amazon will try to show their ads to people who have high chances of conversions. So that means that performance marketing is not just one specific different tool. It includes multiple tools because it is a collective approach of marketing. Okay. So now let's proceed further.
Now, next, I'm going to set one campaign in Google Ads to show you that how we can create such kind of campaign for the purpose of performance marketing. Now, I'm in my Google Ads account, and here we are going to set up one campaign. So let us take the objective as traffic. You must have a conversion goal set up, which I have already set it up. You would be learning in further session how to set up the conversion tracking. We will be choosing a search campaign. So selecting search, working for the text ad. Let us give a name. Now, in the next step, we have to select our bidding. So since this is our first performance marketing campaign, so we can't directly go with ROS or CPA. So I'm just selecting conversion because we want maximum conversions over here. We are not going to set up a target cost right now because we are not absolutely sure what would be the cost of our conversion. So we are just keeping as max conversion our bidding strategy for now. As I said earlier, after receiving 15 to 20 conversions, we may switch to ROS or target CPA. So we go next. Selecting the location as Delhi. Selecting the start and end date, 1st December to 30th December, and next. Now at the ad group level, I have added certain keywords, which is a mix of exact matches and phrase matches, because since it is a conversional nature advertisement where we want people to join the subscription, that's why we have chosen certain keywords who are conversion oriented, who are buying nature oriented. make sure whenever you are making any campaign, not just performance marketing, we have to see what people are searching for, which our ad is triggering. Maybe certain keywords are not suitable, which we may need to put in the negative keyword list, such as free yoga training document PDF, or for example, what is the benefit of yoga? Now that is educational nature. If you are running ad for having maximum joinings, you should be finding these keywords for which your ad is being triggered and put it under the negative keyword list. So I have selected these four as of now for the demonstration purpose. In the ad copy section, I have put a final URL. Now in the headlines, I have put certain headlines which are similar to our purpose. That is, people looking for best yoga classes in Delhi, weight loss yoga classes, etc., etc. I've also put two descriptions. For example, again, these are also showing the nature of our purpose. That is, we want joinings. So the description and the headlines, the content that you are using, the text you are using should be that oriented. Means people who are actually looking to join a yoga studio, not just who are looking for the benefits of yoga, right? So I've selected the descriptions accordingly. I've also put a few call outs, for example, 7 days free trial, morning, evening classes, and one-on-one sessions available as per our purpose of example. Here comes the budget part. So we are going to set our custom budget. For example, our daily budget is supposed to be 200 rupees. Okay. Initially, we can set the budget as per our wish as we see the performance of our ad, whether the budget is going low or we need to optimize the budget or increase the budget. That you will be knowing after running your ad for a particular period of time. Don't put the budget which Google is recommending over you from the day one. Okay. If you are working on a limited budget client, then start your budget by putting manually some amount that you feel that you are comfortable at paying with or your client is comfortable. Gradually and slowly, depending on the performance of the ad, we can increase or decrease our budget in future. So here I go next. And our campaign is ready to publish. Once you check all the details, we can simply hit publish campaign. So that was all about performance marketing as a basic, as the fundamentals. Once you will be in the sessions, once you will be learning this performance marketing in detail, you will learn about all the aspects, all the concepts from the scratch. Thank you.